How long do you have to wait in the storm season for there to be a thunderstorm? I mean, come on. Isn't that the whole point of the season? So there's this Accolade, right? You have to take a photo of a cult car in a thunderstorm. This is leading on from the other worst ever Accolade / achievement, which is to take a picture of a dust storm with the observatory in view. That was bad enough. Dust storms, you have to wait for the dry season, and they occur very rarely, but also very obvious. They generally only occur in one part of the map, over in dunes. Apparently, thunderstorms are meant to occur around this part of the map, and in the like jungle area, and you should see big thick clouds coming in. I had an event that really felt like a thunderstorm the other day, but apparently it must have just been a gale or something, because this is definitely considered a cult classic car. But it didn't give me the credit for it. So we've just been hanging around here for a while. Every now and then I'll just pop on, drive around for a bit, just wait. I don't know when the weather events even change. I think it's like every 20 minutes or so. So I guess it's 10 minutes time, maybe it'll update. Maybe we get lucky. Otherwise, we've just been building combos to work on some other things. But that's getting kind of boring now. So let's see what still we need to do in the festival playlist. So what do we got? 38 out of 75. We have to do all of the daily challenges, that's right. So I guess we should start there. Purchase any Volkswagen. That's kind of annoying. I already own a ton of Volkswagens. Never mind. There's also the shop. I do love me an E-Type. You know what? Screw it. Why not? Those Forzathon points are not doing anything for me, just sitting there. Ferrari? Sure. Why not? Let's do it. Now we've got owned tags on both of those. Why not? I guess we should take a look at the world map. And we should filter this down to the seasonal events. And that's pretty much it for now. So what do we got? Oh, hey, D500 cult cars, what do you know? Reward DS23. What do I even have that qualifies for that? Let's do the Renault, shall we? We do already have that at D500, but I seem to remember that was really annoying to handle. So I think we're going to waste some more money as we still try to get the 5 million that we need. Last time I did a non-custom upgrade, I ended up regretting it. We can do an all-wheel drive drivetrain. That's got to be better than front-wheel drive, right? Surely. Motorbike engine. Wow. Well, that's the only way to get it up there and remain under 500. That's kind of funny. Sure, why not? Let's stick a motorbike engine in the Renault. Fantastic. Okay, that's... yeah, not much more we can do. We can probably just... there we go, here, make the other wheels even thicker, and that gets us the 500 bang on. Perfect. Do it, ship it. Custom tuning. Gearing. Apparently we can fully tune it anyway, even with the stock transmission. That's funny. Cool, let's crank this up. 4.2 and 10.6, 4.1 and 10.8. I guess it goes over a gear change threshold. Oh, 11.21. It's now going over 2 thresholds, it seems. But that's where you just tweak these ones individually if you need to. But that's also fine. Like, the 0 to 161 doesn't matter that much necessarily. Oh yeah, we're still in other gears there. And this is where it changes gear. Yep. Because ultimately, I mean, we're barely getting beyond 161 anyway, let's be honest. We're now at the point that it's starting to affect the top speed. It's really weird how that does change things. Yeah, now it says 10.8 again instead. I guess because it doesn't change into the highest gear at this point. Whereas that breakpoint, it's going to 6th. That must be it. 10.8 flat. That's the best we can do. Alright. And we just let all of this stuff be how it is. Downforce. Let's just drop that down a little bit. That'll affect the top speed as well. Usually also, yeah, that makes a slight improvement on the acceleration as well. So let's just drop that down to like there. Brakes are fine. Let's put that a bit more towards the rear. Usually helps as well. Yeah, good. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's load up our crest. And then we can just put it on either the bonnet or the roof. What do we reckon? I like the bonnet, personally. Let's keep it centered. It's kind of doesn't fit neatly, so we should probably scale it down a bit. Just to keep it inside those grooves. Cool, okay. No, back. Save to current car. Cool, we've got our own branding on it now. Perfect. And it wasted a lot of time for very little benefit. But it looks cool. That took me like an hour and a half to put that vinyl together, layering all manner of things and then grouping it all together. Not really worth it, but hey. Oh, what do you know? Is this a thunderstorm? Please be a thunderstorm. Probably not. This just looks like a gale again. It doesn't look like a thunderstorm. We are ostensibly in a cult classic. If this isn't a thunderstorm, I don't know what it is, but I think it's just a gale because you can see the wind whipping across the screen. You don't actually hear any thunder right now. So let's just experiment with our new car anyway. This is basically like a French Mini at this point. Racing. If we hear thunder... Oh, no, it's very localized. It turns out, not even a storm at this point, so we've got to go further north. Or does it just not last very long? It's not a case of, like, it moves or anything, does it? No, so here we go, now we're back into it. Is it a thunderstorm in an adjacent area? Like, is that our cue to, we just have to go up the coast further or something into the thick of it? Maybe this is just the outskirts of the storm? I don't know how weather works in this game. But again, I'm not hearing any thunder, so still just a gale? And a gale is one of the photo types or weather types you can choose when doing the photo anyway, whereas a dust storm or a thunderstorm, you can't choose those. They have to occur naturally. So, okay, I'm in a slightly different zone here. Just try our luck. Take another picture. Still not considered a thunderstorm. So now I don't know if this is going to turn into a thunderstorm. I don't know if it's just going to peter out and do nothing. We probably shouldn't waste too much time on this, quite frankly. It's annoying that it's taken this long just to get this, and it's not even the event that I want. Now I'm going too far away from it again. Where actually am I now? I'm here. Where else could I go? And just like that, the storm has gone even in this area. So I guess we luck out and screw us, and we'll just have to wait for another day. and hope that we actually get a thunderstorm instead of just a gale. I don't get this. Get out to the point that I can see around me and see if I can see any evidence of a storm anywhere else. No, skies are now clear. Alright, well, since we failed to do anything productive there, that's a shame. It would have been nice, but never mind. I don't suppose it will give me a thunderstorm while I'm racing. That would be good. Racing a new Renault. Oh, I need to turn traction control back on. I was doing some skills with traction control. So if you're doing drifting, minimum you want to turn traction control off, depending on the car. You may also want to turn stability control off. You may also want to turn ABS off. And you might also want to go into manual transmission to be able to control, like just stick it in second in order to get more spin. It depends entirely on the car. But since we're racing, we want all of our aids turned on. Thank you very much. Oh god, this thing is terrible cornering still. Okay. It's nimble, but it's still sliding even with traction control turned back on. Did I actually save? I'm not sure I actually saved. Let's restart that and double check. Did I save? Yeah, it is. It's on. I didn't see the light blinking. Maybe it just doesn't even have traction control. This might have been a mistake to upgrade the engine so much without doing anything to the tyres. Well, we couldn't do anything to the tyres. Maybe we should have just left it low. Because all of our opponents would be like D100 if we were D100. I think what we might need to do is just, because we're fast, just brake heavily for every corner. We just have to be super cautious and hope to catch up to people. Oh, and then that happens because the AI is an absolute fiend. Okay, this is the power of rewinding right there. Oh, and it's still going super wide? We are trying to turn. This vehicle does not want to turn. This was a mistake. Is it the width of the tires? I mean, that was meant to improve the handling. Is it the pressure in the tires? Because that was quite low, must be said. Maybe the tire pressure needed to be boosted. Maybe that would have given more grip. I don't know. On loose surfaces, you want it low. On the road surfaces, you probably want it higher. Otherwise, we are just drifting ruthlessly around everything. We are going to struggle to catch up to anyone, let alone maintain a lead. At least we upgraded the brakes. We were able to fully upgrade the brakes. Otherwise, I hate to think what this would be like. You know what? We can cut this corner. We don't really want to because the next one is really tight, but I just cannot stay ahead of anyone because as soon as I have to take another corner, it's all over because this thing just does not corner. We're just getting overtaken by everyone again. This is impossible. We need just a nice long straight where we can stretch our legs in front of everyone. And this is kind of what I've been in the past, where when I have been upgrading these old cars, like talking about the different categories, that in the lower ranks like D, C, even B, though to a bit of a lesser extent, you are far better off just spending your points, essentially, like your allowance before you hit the cap, upgrading all of the handling. I mean, I kind of did that. I upgraded the springs, the brakes, stiffness of the chassis, all of that good stuff. All of that got upgraded. And now we've just got to hope that we can eke these guys out over the finish line, which we can. That's the thing, is we do have the speed, and we finally got a point that we could use it. Oh boy, that is rough. That's quite a tricky thing to try and control. We got there, just, but oof, not worth it. I found the same with the Volkswagen, the Beetle. Upgrading that as well. Hey, we get 125k back at least from leveling up, so that's a good start. We get some of our money back. Alright, fast traveling to the next event. We're not going to try and drive this thing between... I could do with the practice, to be fair. Maybe that would be a better idea, but let's just try and get through these. I probably want to increase the tyre pressures as well. We'll at least try that. I really wish I could upgrade the tyres without it affecting the rating so much. As soon as you touch them, they go into B rank. Shows how important the tyres are. But let's rock this up. It's not actively raining. If it was in the wet, then I'd be more inclined to keep these low. As it is, like, these tend to look like they do literally nothing as far as the stats are concerned. But it can make quite a marked difference when it comes to the racing experience. Let's see what it feels like. Let's see if we make it better or worse. Got to try and take some good lines through these sorts of corners. It's still wanting to skid, but it feels like it's not as bad anymore. I think we might have been onto something here. We'll see how we go with the right-hand turn up here. Bloody combi van. He's probably got the same engine that I do, because I think that's what I initially did with my one of those, and then I made it even more insane by sticking like an inline 6 or something into it. Turbo rally. But I can lean on him in the corner. That's really nice. Thank you for being such a large vehicle that I can use to stabilize my turning. Lean on me when your handling's crap. I just need to make sure the car's facing the right way before I put on the power. Skid still. It's absurd. Should be fine for these sorts of corners because... Okay, no, never mind. We're going wide again. You know what? Let's just go cross country a little bit. We're not slowing down too much when we hit things, at least. We've just got to get through these. We don't have to do brilliantly well. We just have to get through them. Okay, let's brake a lot. There we go. Head on the power. And we're probably still doing better than they are. Probably, maybe. Hard to tell. Just cut the corners where we need to. Okay, this is going to be tricky. Hairpin bends up here. So let's just brake. So at least our brakes are good. Could upgrade those at least. Someone is really gaining on us because they can actually go through the corners properly. I need to just keep on the power a little bit still through the corners. I don't even have a mirror easily to see. Oh, actually on the middle of the dash there is one. It's an odd place to put a rearview mirror. But it is a Renault, and you get odd styling choices with Renaults sometimes. There we go. Whatever that is behind me, it can clearly handle better than I can, which is not difficult. But now we're on the home stretch. This was not a long one, thankfully, and we got the hang of it, and I think the tyre pressure helped. It certainly didn't hurt. Oh, there we go. Just had to nurse it home a little bit. Mayor's Manx was what was behind me. That's interesting. I don't recognize that car at all. And now it's nighttime. Any chance for a nighttime thunderstorm? Maybe? I don't even know if they occur at night or if they're only during the day or what. Hey, complete Las Laderas. Apparently I hadn't done that before. Okay, I'm still getting occasional accolades for street races because I haven't dedicated to going through and clearing all of those off yet. Where's my third event? Here we go. And at least it is a street race, which is like road racing but with traffic. So we don't have to worry about trying to take this thing off road, because that would be... I can only imagine what that would be like. Alright, hilltop descent. This is going to have a lot of corners, isn't it? I'm not looking forward to it. At least be tuned for acceleration as well. I hate getting squeezed in between everyone. Let me past, you slowpokes. Oh my god, there's a three-wheeled Reliant there. You are going over, my dude. Not so much as sneeze in your general direction, you are going over. So I've got to try and remember to just ease the throttle through some of these corners. Like, not gun it, but also not completely slack off it. I'm getting a lot of just lift off it understeer, I think. Or just straight out skids. But I definitely have the reach on all of these guys when it comes to acceleration. And I suspect top speed. I didn't see one of the combi vans in amongst this group now. It's not always the same field. Even through the same championship, it seems. That's not a good cornering line. And then we've got a right angle here anyway. I hate it when it just locks up like that. Nope. Don't know where all of their points went into on their upgrades, but clearly not all into power. I mean, we put nothing into power except for just replacing the engine entirely, which did help. Well, it helped, and it also hindered a fair amount. There's someone breathing right down my neck too. Ah, and we went wide on this one too. He's like a full proper road rally setup. I think he was always overtaking us. Oh, now we're at top speed, which is higher than their top speed, it appears. So that's good. Pushing 200. So long as we can keep it up through these corners. Okay, yeah, we've just got to sprint to the finish now, and we have longer legs than they do. So, easy win, easy life, apparently. Just had to stay in touch long enough to be able to just stretch out ahead of them. Excellent! And for our trouble, we receive a Citroen. A very stylish Citroen. Probably not a very good one, but it's stylish. There we go. 75 DS. Not sure why it's considered common. I thought that was a fairly rare car, but never mind. Can we have a thunderstorm, please? Alright, and with that, we now have the ATS GT 18, which is nice. We also now have the Citroen that we need in order to take a photo of it for the photo challenge. Doesn't have to be anywhere in particular, we just need to swap to it apparently. And then we've got Seasonal Championship of Audi like that. Clever. We also need to purchase a Volkswagen and do a bunch of other stuff, so let's just rip through all of the remaining challenges, shall we? First car collection. Funnily enough, we only have one ATS. Hey, we get 100 Forza points to refund us. Why do you still show up? Oh, DS Automobiles. Okay, I thought that was a Citroen. Apparently it's something special. Never mind. So, change cars. And we can now jump to DS. Jump on into this. It'd be really good if there was a thunderstorm right now, since I need to take a photo of this anyway. Can't see the damn thing because it's too dark. Don't care. Moving on. Is this thing good to drive? Probably not in this condition. I think we move on. Next vehicle. Okay, we need to complete round 3 of Horizon Arcade in a Land Rover, great drift skill in a BMW M3, smash 3 phone boxes in any Mini. Okay, we've got some weird things going on here. Phone boxes. There's a few of them down here where I was smashing stuff up earlier. And I just need to jump into a Mini instead. Doable. Cars. Change car. Mini. Unfortunately, none of these are considered a cult classic, even though you'd think this would be. I don't know, maybe it is and I missed it. Now, phone boxes. There's a few of them along the sides of the roads around here. I seem to remember. Often like inside boats, weirdly. There's like boats standing upright on the side of the roads. There's tons of them in the city as well, of course. I think yeah, there's a... Did that count? I didn't get the wrong number thing, like I should have for it. I don't even know where it was now. Well, we'll hope that it counted. There's another one just past our house up here on the left-hand road. Where it branches off here, there is one. There. Wrong number. There we go. We definitely got that one. I wonder if maybe we weren't going fast enough for the last one. And then I think there's some more up this way. It's a speed camera. Let's see if we can find a phone box. I mean, the good thing is you drive far enough away and they just respawn. So you can just go back and smash the same one time and time again. Yeah, there's another one in a boat. Apparently that one didn't count. There's one by itself. Crunch. There we go. International caller complete. Perfect. So that worked for that. BMW M3. We need some great drifting. BMW's near the top of the list at least. M3 2008. Sounds good. Well, we've got older ones which might drift better. Let's try... Oh, that's all-wheel drive. That's rear-wheel drive. Perfect. That should drift better. Oh, we can always turn traction control off if we need to. Still couldn't quite sustain it long enough. I was just trying to hold it to become a great drift. Let's get to second. There we go. Got a drift more. I'm amazed that it's only a great drift needed for that and not like an ultimate drift. Given that the BMW brand thing is like the ultimate driving machine, I'd have thought that that'd have made it like the ultimate drifting machine. And you had to get an ultimate skill. But hey, not complaining. Great is a lot easier to get than ultimate. Now, we need... What time is it? 10:08, so we won't have to wait too long. The Horizon Arcades are every 15 minutes, and we need to get round 3 in a Land Rover. We also need to photograph a Maserati at La Casa Solariega, which is where our home was, but I've since moved it back to the coast because I wanted... Do I not have a Maserati? Yes, there it is. I was going to say. Sure, yeah, this one. I've used this one so much. Definitely got one. We wanted to be by the coast since that's where the thunderstorms are meant to occur. And... Take photo. Perfect. Car collection. All the way down. On the one hand, it's nice that it remembers where you are up to, but it's also very annoying sometimes. What's going to be a cheap one? Maybe like a Scirocco or something. 45,000. Owned. I own most of these. 20,000 for a pickup. It's apparently epic. Desert Dingo Racing, and that's apparently only 25 grand. Okay, we'll just go with a bug. That's fine. Could get someone else's design instead of the like custom paint job, maybe. I mean, Bumblebee. I'll allow it. Should be more of a gold sort of color rather than the bright yellow, but I'll take it. There you go, perfect. I like it. Great memories of the OG Transformers series. Before Bumblebee was a Camaro, he was a Beetle. I think it makes much more sense for him to be a Camaro. Much cooler in the modern films. Cool. So that's the car collection bit done there. It looks very different. My festival playlist. That one should now be ticked off. Yep, good, which means we now garage, my cars, Land Rover. What do we even have? We have a B700, which has some tuning and off-road tires. We'll take it. So we want to do as much as we can with this. We want to get round 3 in Horizon Arcade. We can also try and do the Trailblazers and do some jumping. We might be able to knock out all 3 with this, especially if it's a Chaos Arcade. Chaos, perfect. Fast travel. And it should start immediately as we get in, pretty much. Yep, there we go. Okay, mini missions. Mini missions. Jump 25 feet. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to actually do that. There we go, like that. Which should get my other thing as well, I feel, because wasn't that just like jump 3 meters or something, which is not very far at all. I don't know, but let's just ramp this up and do an even bigger jump over this hill. There we go. In an ultimate drift. Hey, there we go. Oh, I wasn't in the mission area. God damn it. Gotta be careful of that. Oh, I missed out on the ultimate. Getting those is really hard. Thankfully, you don't need to complete everything. Beep your horn. Okay. That's the nice one. You can get beep the horn or beep it like 4 times and stuff like that. Earn a speed skill. I think I can do that in this car. I should just go on the road here. I've got 20 seconds. There is also an accolade for completing a mini missions round in a mini, as you would hope. Now, can I get a speed skill on the road? I think I have to do more than 200 k's an hour or something to be eligible. Ran out of time. Oh, we got it just as it ran out. I don't know if we actually got the points for that or not. Earn an air skill. That should be easy if I can get back to one of these hills again. There we go. Good. You don't have to get all that many when you're doing it by yourself. Bank as much skill score as you can in the destination area. So what you want to do with these, ideally, if you can be tricky to do depending on the vehicle you're using, is you want to just sustain a good combo on the way there by getting drifts and wreckage and breaking certain things and like near misses. If you're in a fast car, you might be able to get speed skills to keep things going. You can always pop an E-drift. Is like the easiest thing that you can do yourself to help sustain a combo. Because wreckage sometimes just doesn't want to give it to you, which is very annoying. Can we get the skill board for that? Yep, good. We won't get a second one though, not within that closer distance. So you bank it up on your way there. Okay, so now I've got a 4 times multiplier and a decent score. And now I'm within the skill area, so if it runs out and I bank it, then it counts. So it's just not wasting the time it takes you to get there, rather than just wasting there and then accumulating score. You just accumulate the score on the way there. And there we go. I didn't even need to get all that much. Another mini missions area. Okay. So no trailblazers this time. The chaos mode is where you can get the trailblazers. It's annoying to not get them, to be honest, because there is accolades for earning stars doing trailblazers in Horizon Arcade. And if you don't get them, you can't earn them. It's kind of annoying. But you get 60, well, base 30 Forza-thon points, but with the right house owned, there is a player house that doubles your Forza-thon point redemptions, or accruals rather. So 30 becomes 60. So for spending, 10 to 15 minutes blasting about, doing stuff that inevitably just gets you skill points and stuff anyway, I'm not going to be able to get that within time. Oh, do I have the thing that means that I have to take 2 hits in order to lose a combo? I must. Reach 20 miles an hour in reverse gear. Oh, apparently I did that already. Okay. Just by reversing away from those rocks before. But yeah, 10 to 15 minutes of work in inverted commas and you get 60 Forza-thon points, and these happen every 15 minutes. So long as you finish one with time to spare, you'll always be able to just move on to the next one and just keep racking up points. There's an accolade for doing a certain number of them within a certain period of time. To get that, you have to... There we go.
Congratulations! You win!
To be eligible for any of the Horizon Arcade accolades, you have to remain in the same car, can't change cars, and cannot fast travel. So you want to try and complete them with plenty of time to spare. And I would advise against doing any of the Trailblazer ones in that regard, because if you can't fast travel back to the start of the Trailblazer, you've got to drive all the way back in order to do it again to accrue more points, and that's annoying. Also the drift skills ones, because the way that the drift zone scoring works in the Horizon Arcade modes feels like it's very similar to how it worked in Forza Horizon 4, which is so much more restrictive than it is in 5 by default. And normally 5 is much more forgiving. You don't have to stay on the road, and you don't immediately fail when you spin out. But 4, you do. And that's the way that it seems to work in Horizon Arcade as well. Let's just do this in case that's a car I've not seen before. Always ends up being my own car is the one that I haven't actually taken a picture of. Festival playlist. So I need to land a jump lasting over 3 seconds. Okay, so it wasn't distance, it was time. And then 2 stars and trailblazers. That should be easy enough with the right vehicle. I have just the vehicle for this. I have an Ultima that is tuned with rally shocks. I don't think it has off-road tires, but it is quite good for these things. So first we're going to go outside the vehicle, because when you're jumping long distances, being inside the vehicle is not the most pleasant experience. You just can't see anything. And there's a jump right here. And wee! 1, 2, 3, and done. That should be that one in the bag. Now, there is a really fast trailblazer down the other end of the motorway. It was the one that I needed to do in a Peugeot for a seasonal championship. You might have seen my previous video doing just that. Got a skill song for 4.5 minutes. That's always good. Don't need any more skill points in this car, but it's always nice to have. So we want to get a little bit of an angle off here, and it's just through here. It's skiddy. Very skiddy. But we only need to have like 16 seconds remaining to get 3 stars. Yeah, easy. Super easy. Now, while the skill song is running, I do have something else I would like to do. But we might just make that a different episode. Let's just bank that. There we go. Lovely. So, festival playlist. We should be pretty much done now. We've done all of those. Oh, there's the Audio Like That. That's the last remaining one. Okay, and we've got the Rivals. Okay, well, we'll do those next time. For now, I think we'll take a break. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you for the next round of madness.